Go ahead.
The following is paid for by the Democratic Republican Party and authorized by James Monroe.
As we, the United States of America, had stood fast in the 19th century, our young nation requires a political party that will allow us to propel to the forefront of the modern world. A political party with innovative and progressive ideas similar to those that sparked the revolutionary emotion in our country. A political party that will not hinder our nation's growth with jaded old ideas and philosophies, as the Federalists seem very fond of. Ladies and gentlemen, the presidential candidate for the Democratic Republican Party, James Monroe. Thanks for being here, Mr. Monroe.
Thanks for having me.
Now, as the candidate for the Democratic Republican Party, what can you tell our viewers about our nation's current situation regarding the upcoming election?
Well, as the War of 1812 has just recently ended, thanks in large part to the actions of my party, I feel as though the Democratic Republican Party is in favor with the American public. One new glowing aspect of this election is the heavy involvement of women in today's politics and society. And my party intends to shine light on the unwavering displays of patriotism and independence shown by women during the War of 1812. A Democratic Republican newspaper, Niles Weekly Register, printed a story of Mary Pruitt's unbridled patriotism. As stated in the newspaper, let those who think lightly of female virtue and patriotism read this and blush for shame. And this is no rare occurrence, as Republican press portrayed their women as exemplars of unselfish patriotism who put the national cause of their personal reservations and fears.
Do you really think that the War of 1812 was successful due in part to women?
Of course, the war effort would be successful, only if both women and men rallied behind the nation in its time of need. The actions of Republican women from my party almost identically resemble those of their revolutionary predecessors. So yes, I firmly believe that women allowed for the ultimate success of the War of 1812.
How do the actions of Republican women during this period differ than those of the Federalist women?
Well, unlike the patriotic women of the Democratic Republican Party, Federalist women did not feel the need to be patriotic do-gooders. They expressed their opposition to the war as much by what they refused to do as what they said. They did little to assist the war effort.
It is clearly evident that your party supports female involvement in politics. Can the same be said for the Federalist Party?
Unfortunately, no. The Federalist Party is plagued with backwards thoughts and notions of complete male superiority. As Republicans, we value the traits of patriotism, diligence, and independence, regardless of gender. However, a Federalist magazine in South Carolina wrote the Republicans were incessantly laboring by every artifice and with the most unblushing audacity to turn women over as poor, wretched, forlorn victims to shame and remorse and anguish and tribulation and barrel sorrow. Though Federalists believe our party is defiling and defaming women, we are doing the opposite. We are simply encouraging women to act on their will and become independent, and to be simply treated with the same dignity and notion as we treat men.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for being here, Mr. Monroe.
My pleasure.